We're back for the quaddy leagues here at RacingRant for a preview tomorrow on the 29th of July, and we've
Glenn's gummed up my lips.
Yeah.
What are we talking?
We hung Lamborn up in a tree and beat him with a stick just to shut him the fuck up when we like a moral man, the gourd man. All right, Ginger Nuts, let's get on to race 6, baby.
Well, $33. That's a good start.
All right, $33 there for the board. 2,000 metre race.
Somehow we lost we lose 4 runners in this race.
We've lost.
King Viv's gone to Doomben,
Yeah.
and like I think it was about 180 acceptors at Doomben, because yesterday I clicked on the Doomben scratchings. This is Thursday. This is 2 days out. There's 23 scratchings for Doomben.
Wow.
I went, oh, I've never seen that before. Anyway, Doomben. So the Punters Collective will be tackling Doomben tomorrow. They do a very good job. Mounting yard, ratings, reviews, and if you ever see a Doomben meeting or an Eagle Farm meeting, if they ever come back there midweek, you'll get that for nix. So it's part of the service. The Punters Collective. Click through on the front of our site to see what they're all about. And down south to bookend us, Dicko's at Caulfield.
Good man, Dicko, be at Caulfield.
They've probably got, you know, it's probably the start of the spring carnival there. You know,
Juicy meeting.
they'll have the Bletchingley Stakes or whatever it is there. Some sort of weight for age, tinny little weight for age, 1100 metre race.
Big fields.
Don't forget my Manning Yarmala, a bit on fire last Saturday, as you would have noticed, and going to continue the trend.
They'll all be backing up, Glenn. Oh, he won't lose a customer from last
Saturday. There you go.
Yeah, that's
I'd love to see that. I'd love to write down the names of, you know, when it's an absolutely awesome day and then they don't back up the next week. I'd just love to know if there was somebody that did that.
Actually, there will be someone that isn't backing up.
Oh.
Going away, who is it?
Well, if if I said he was going away, you'd be happy.
Who is it?
It's all right. He's just going away for a month.
Right, let's 2 minutes, let's go, mate.
Yeah, so what do we got here? $4.30 Zorkan is not the favourite.
7 weeks off, guys.
$4.20 Vaucluse Bay.
Coming off a PR.
$6 the stablemate in Costa Line. Is there another stable in the race? Oh,
5 weeks off.
$8.50 Life O'Brien.
Only few doors in the race.
$11 Vassal, there's another Waller. $17 Go Benny, $19 Ashcan, there's another Waller. And don't forget $26 for Carrot, there's another Waller. Zayarm is right on speed here. Magical Stance has had, considerable time off as well. He's at a trial, but he'll have to get right up on the speed.
4 weeks off, going up in distance, 500 metres, fresh as.
Zorkan raced very handy to the speed for a horse that we sort of designated as a 1.5 mile horse. He raced very handy in his 2 shorter assignments at Flemington. Life of Brian Possie's up there, and Vaucluse Bay won't give his alley away. Had the other horses going back. I think there's a bit to work with here, Glenn. I accept that he's done something with Zorkan and he can win off a break.
Okay.
But
well, he won over a mile 147 days off 2 starts ago, but
yeah.
And he's a progressive young. He was an overseas horse originally, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's won at Warwick Farm.
Got the service at the moment. He's getting more breaks in this Riders' Premiership than anyone I've ever seen. How he got that Kings of Leon over the line, I'll watching the tape, I'll never know. But guys, I'm tipping Life of Brian tomorrow. I really like this horse. I think it maps well. I like how it's at the 2 weeks. It's coming off the lead up. It's one of the few horses that's come in the race fully fit. To beat Vaucluse Bay, who is coming off a PR with Collett from barrier 1. Finds barrier 2 tomorrow with Seed Brown, so a bit of thing. But the improving place getter, there's Go Benny. Right down in the weights, right in distance, hard fit, legless, but can really stick on.
Yeah, and there is fitness queries over these horses. Like in Costa Line, I have seen him be devastating at Rose Hill, but $6 seems very tight about a horse that's had that time off coming up from Melbourne.
And you could run into Bad Glynn there so easy.
I'm going to tip something here.
Oh, hey, take the $33 back.
Oh, bloody
take
hell.
the $33 back.
Let's go for the gun to get one back on Huey. We know the stable is a big fan of distance races.
Right.
And it just seems it's had the 2,000 metre run.
No, stop, Gord. It's scratched.
Oh, is it?
So you can have your $33 back.
Hey, Gord, 33 again.
Still, yeah.
It's out. We were just talking about that.
Oh, were you?
It's running in Doomben.
We just spoke about
Well, there you go. It's a good bet in Doomben. So there you go. That's my tip. What distance is it in Doomben?
Now listen,
2020.
I know I told you not to listen to Lamborn when it comes to Insensata, but you got to turn the volume back on.
You got to.
Fucking hell. He didn't listen to a word you just spoke
I
about.
just heard him say Doomben. I'm like, I just switched off. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I know that there was been 23 scratchings in Doomben.
Yeah,
Oh, you listen to that bit.
Great listening there, Gord. So back to sending Gord 33. Marcus, can you help us? I've tried.
So I marked 3 horses 4-1 equal here.
And they are?
Zorkan,
Yes.
Life of Brian,
Yes.
and Vaucluse Bay.
Yeah, well, I tipped 2 of them. And I'm hard against Zorkan just because of the 7 weeks off.
And Huey, you're pulling his tail
I
big
just
time.
want gun to win, you know? I just want something different in life.
Um,
He's got to ride 3 winners. I mean, the chances of him winning this premiership is probably 100 to 1, isn't he?
well, after Wednesday, that was ugly.
Well, if you've got to ride 3 winners out of 9, he's probably only got 7 rides. So you've got to ride 3, and then you've got to bank on the other bloke not riding winner. That sounds a bit tricky.
Yeah, especially when he's 10 to 9 in the first.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he's 10 to 9
he's
in the
21
first.
to 18.
He's 5 to 2 in the first. You'll just get taken 10 to 9. Righto. Race
Okay, so
7, guys.
that's Race 7 is our
Gord,
feature,
try and listen now, mate.
and this was Snoresville because 9 of the first 12 from
the
the
lead
race
up.
from the race a fortnight ago turn up here.
Can I just quickly say one thing about this? What's been very noticeable to me with Brenton Abdullah is how much Waller has brushed him leading up into trying to win this thing. So he gives him a ride tomorrow in Leopari. I'm pitting it, it's just gone. That's the tip. It's just so tired. I'm also
Home and to Abdullah.
You can have that one, son.
$4.
Has not supported him at all. It's been noticed by punters.
$4.80 Leopari, $4.80 Gold Symphony, $8 Classic Uniform, $8.50 Shiraz, $9 Sultan of Swing, 11 Extensible, 12 Slightly Sweet, 12 Snippets Land, 16 L Lou. And Very Delicious is our roughie at $26. Now,
What did you say, centre pivot?
Sorry, $17. Thanks.
You didn't mention that.
Thanks for catching me up there.
Oh, it's a horse I like, that was all.
Now, it may not work because this field is down to 11,
Yes.
presuming it holds its sway. But something I really didn't twig to until I did this race, and I'm still not twigging to it because I'm not at the right spot. We've had 3 of these races over the winter. There was the Royal Tudor race, there was the Gold Symphony race, and there was the Slightly Sweet race. Mm-hmm. And Slightly Sweet ran all 3 of those, didn't she?
Yeah.
And winning barriers in those races, like 11 of 13, 10 of 13, 9 of 12. It's like, and they weren't particularly days that were down the outside, they just, the configuration of these races, they're all good horses. You need to be in the running line.
And you need momentum.
Yeah.
You can build momentum with a truck, like Slightly Sweet. She just trucked into that race, built some momentum and won by neck.
Yeah.
That's outstanding work there. Definitely send Mark
I'll
$33.
be tipping Gold Symphony on top from barrier 3. There we go.
Well, it's, the field's just getting a little bit smaller.
So why are
the
you
distance is
tipping
getting
it?
a little bit
Gold?
longer.
It's the
It
best
finished
horse in the
11th
race.
of 13th last start.
Yeah, no, no excuses.
So the fact that it's his favourite and it's
I got the
win.
I got the SP profile. I got the jockey I want. Didn't really have a chance last start, and I think it's the best horse in the race.
That's enough for it to win the race?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will be having something on
acceptable
centre
price?
pivot.
10
as
horses
well.
went past it the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't get out. It was in
I know,
the squeeze.
And it looks to get in the squeeze tomorrow.
Yes, it does.
Okay, yeah.
It does. but
I'm
it's a
not
bit-
saying
it's a
you're
bit-
wrong, but I like your just go, oh, it'll win. I don't want to start lambording you and making it grey for you.
Surely this is the grey grade.
This is the grey grade. Guys, I'm tipping centre pivot here. It's 3rd up tomorrow. I think 3rd up for this type of horse tomorrow, the way it's come through the mounting yard, is enough to find 2 or 3 lengths and it needs to find 2 or 3 lengths to do the job. To beat the bottom one, Sultan of Swing. What price is it?
$9.
Well, it's the one with DF. It's had the 5 weeks off, but the trial over 1,200 metres, the flashing light there when it ran second in that Louis C. race, it gave itself up. But the Crown proposition on the heavy last start, dry, barrier 10, down in the weights, oh my lordy, yes, doesn't get the claim. And for 3rd, Slightly Sweet. Honest as all honest. Leopari to tail the field with a gun trying to get that slug going. Thanks very much for this horse Waller with no unleaded petrol on it. I appreciate it. Fucking hell. You gave him a mini minor with fucking out of gas. Thanks, Chris.
So, God, you're 1 from 3. Anything else to say?
admit that you can't knock winning form, which is number 7, slightly sweet.
What do you mean you can't knock winning form? You can always knock winning form. This is bullshit.
I totally disagree with you. It's just like one horse is super unlucky. One horse gets PR. I'll give you an example. One horse gets PR. The other horse is super unlucky. The one horse that gets a PR wins by a long neck, and the one that was unlucky and cost itself 2 lengths, they come out next start.
I want to back the winner.
You want to back the winner.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's not a generalisation you can make. You can knock winning form anytime you choose.
You can knock anything.
What you're saying is
winning
is meaningful.
Sometimes the market ignores the winner.
That's reasonable, but we're actually here to give an opinion. And every time someone says you can't knock winning form, you're actually not giving an opinion.
Okay, yes I am. I'm saying you should give a tick to winning form.
Yeah, you're saying.
So I just said the negative of the positive comment.
You're saying this last start winner got a PR, but might be longer.
I feel like that blind singer. What's his name?
Do I have to say that much, or can I just say?
Not lying.
Don't fucking say you can't knock winning form, because you'll read that at the bottom of every fucking podcast.
I know what you mean. It's like when you meet a bloke and he's a real good mate and he says to you, "Oh, to be honest," and you just want to punch him.
Yeah. Or with all respect, and you're actually insulting someone.
Yeah, but with all respect. Yeah.
Okay, read between the fucking lines at one last start.
We need a 2-week winter break, honestly. Like dead set, the amount of non-money we earn out of this show, I just can't take it much longer, boy.
Yeah, time to round up some accounts, I think, just to keep Glenn sweet. Slightly sweet.
We're on the edge of the cliff, just holding on and slipping.
Look, the problem with this race is there's no config. I mean, Classic Uniform is our leader. He's drawn gate 1, and he's a 2,000 metre leader. You know, he's going to be.
There's no config. That's what you're saying.
It's an awkward config. You got Shiraz that'll just be right there. You got Extensively that'll be right there.
I think I made the best argument here, guys. You got centre pivot 3rd up, and from the mounting yard, he's going to find 2 lengths. I think that's something to hang on to. The bottom one is DF with a trial in between, and it's not, and that's good. And Slightly Sweet is the last start winner against these crocodiles. That's still $15.
And you can't knock winning form.
You can't knock
race penultimate 8.
Look how gutty I'm getting, boys. It's disgusting.
I'll have you in a lineup. You look very skinny.
I used to have abs once. Then I fell in love with cheese.
That cheese was all right. Did you have it with bread or crackers?
Both.
Just have the cheese.
Cashews as well.
Cashews are fine.
But cashews are good, aren't they?
Cashews are all right.
Are cashews a peanut? Yes or no?
No, they're a nut. And peanut's not a nut. Peanut's a legume.
Another $50 I lost.
What? $3.60.
I was gonna ask, but I won't. I'll ask after this.
$3.60 pick me up.
Nice book of rides tomorrow for Hiram. It's got 3 or 4 good winning chances, hasn't it?
Yeah, $8 Wild and Famous, $8.50 More to Gain, resuming a long spell. Surprisingly lightly raced More to Gain. $9 is Heady Heights, $9.50 Mogadon. It should be called Mogadon. $10 Embley. And then we're out to $18 Suspense, Most Exalted, Sonic Swish, Zara Bay, $20 Rock My Lady, $41 poor old Richard I, 21 up the top there, wouldn't it be nice? Not much happening here either. I imagine that Suspense might just find himself like ridden forward here, down in grade, up in distance, out in Barrier. Heady Heights, well, they want it ridden with cover, so Wild and Famous will have to go forward here. And there could be a bunny, say something like Richard I, which is trialled in between runs now that's trained in the country.
Pick Me Up looks to be in an awful spot there, mate.
Well, it's, you know, our race caller said you can only back this at 1200. Is he wrong?
He's always wrong.
Well, that's lucky, isn't it? But he's $3.60 here. You wouldn't want him to be right.
He's always wrong. I'm NF5. I need you blokes to help me here.
Oh, I struggled.
You struggled too?
Yeah, I'll give another chance to 8 Heady Heights.
Yeah, so it was like a run to get ready. It was like you run well first up. You're ridden out of you're ridden upside down second up. You're third up. You've got blinkers off, which is good. You're drawn the right lane. You're a winner at the course and distance. You mark a 9-2.
I agree with everything Mark said.
I haven't got much opinion.
Wild and Famous Bowman. He and Pick Me Up ran together here over the 1200 not so long ago. Freshened up Wild and Famous, also got blinkers off. Pick Me Up is an obvious chance, but seems a little too well found. Most Exalted, Glenn, returned with a bit of joie de vivre.
It's definitely got something in this horse. But as a young horse, it was bad glinned 3 or 4 times. It glinned just jumped off the saddle.
You've got the register. Have you got a little one of those folio books?
I got a memory
with all the bad glinds in.
He jumped off the saddle sometimes and just rock and rolled it. I'm telling you, he bad glinned as a young horse quite a few times, and it comes to this race with complete DF. It's a horse I'm going to make sure I cover it at $18 tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I'm tipping it won't be $18, but
oh, sure.
Oh, it's a bit of something different here that's got some attraction to it, isn't it? Mm. Like, it managed to win first up over 1200 in, I know it was a Saturday Kembla race, but it was a pretty deep Saturday Kembla race. Virgilio came out after.
As soon as it came down the straight that day, because I knew it was a stable change, and blah blah blah, and I said I knew this horse was bad glinned a lot as a young horse.
Wasn't Chavish murdered in that race, Mark?
No, that's a different race. Different race. This is a 1200.
That Chavish is always unlucky.
Yeah. You're thinking of last week, Glenn, Gordo, not 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
All right, Gordo. Heady Heights, that's it?
That's it.
I got nothing.
And what about Embley, who's he found the fast lane the other day, but wasn't ready to do anything. He's a bit of an overachiever that's got Karen on board.
He's a horse I like to be on. What price is he?
It's all of $10.
I'd lean it a bit better.
Yeah. I think pretty much.
I could actually foresee myself forecasting that could be the race of the decade. That I don't have a bet. Get one race every decade.
Yes.
One race.
Wait.
It might be the one. It's like when you're out picking up and you run into the Virgin. You go, really? No way. Not that blokes tell me. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. All yours is vicarious. I understand.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Blokes say, "Can you believe it?" It's like I was going to tell you that good card story. I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
So when you play cards, just work out this from mathematical. When you play cards at pub and you turn cards over to get the deal, highest card deals. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. So old mate gets queen, and there's another queen, which is not that unusual because there's 9 players there. Old mate gets. So you do another card. 6, 6, 8, 8. Wow. 4, 4. You ever seen that? No. That's unusual.
Right. So what have you got? You got.
I don't know.
10, 13.
Well, it was 4. They had 4 cards each, and we still hadn't worked out the deal. They got Queen 6, 8, 4. That's what I had to tell you. I've never seen that. I've never seen it go past 2.
You can quickly work out the odds because it's absolutely gigantic.
Yeah, humongous.
I suppose it's 12s into 12s into 12s.
Yeah.
Not 4 times, 3 times. So it's only 1,500. It's not that big.
No, but you got the first one as well.
No, but the first one, you're going to say that's just your starting point.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Because you're not saying with the 2 blokes.
So that's those 2
you're
blokes.
Just saying
it's just got to be general. So
yeah,
the odds of that occurring is around about 50,
taking one of them out.
Is about 40% or something.
Well, there's 13 different cards. The odds of the next card being the same at 12s, into 12s, into 12s.
No, but I'm not, the odds on the first event occurring.
It doesn't. You don't include that one.
But it's not 100% because there's occasions when there's only 1 top card. So
more than likely there's only 1 top card. But but plenty of times there's 2.
Yeah, I'm just. But there is something to time into the 12s, 12s, 12s.
Yeah, I suppose there is a little dicky bit. Yeah, a little bit of poker talk there from the old Gordon Glenster. You get it all here at RacingRant. Sorry, Mark, were you talking?
Yeah, just send some money so that we can keep Glenn. The nightcap, biggest field of the day, and Chris has made a, he put gun on 2 horses, and he said, I'm going to scratch one of them, and then he said, actually, no, I've reflected on on Labdian. It's the right race for it, so I'm going to start it, and I need to look for a rider.
Found gun?
No, gun's on Awoke.
Oh, okay, is that what you're saying?
So what about it, Glenn? If Awoke looks as alive here.
That's just Chris stirring with him. Knowing that by come the last race, he's out of the tournament.
Oh, right, messing with him.
I'll give you a good ride. I did try to help. Notice how I put you on Awoke?
It's the consolation try.
Yeah, it's like the non-invite. Look, we're having dinner, and look, it's a very. Would you really like to come? It's the non-invite.
You don't want to come, do you?
Yeah. This is the. And also, if Bowman's in front by a half coming to the last race, what's favourite? Lane scratching. Awoke's kicked itself in the sheds. I'm telling you.
All right, $5.50 philosophy, $5.50 awoke, $5.50 long time ago. Jesus, Gord, what did you do here? And then we're out to $11. It's so obvious. $11 Girls Sunday, $12 Labdian, $14 Aribi Rampart, $18 Rustic Melody, and Queen Misty, $19 Wang Wah. You can have the rest. And long time ago, we'll Seek the Speed. Girl Sunday, I think, hands up tomorrow, leaving It's So Obvious to race OSL. And any number of horses could be working forward to try and get in there. It's actually a pretty good race, Glenn.
It is a pretty good race, guys. I'm tipping Awoke, number 8. I think it ticks a few boxes. Come back. It's a good horse. Come back with a win. Bit dominant about it.
Maybe wet tracks were a bit of a problem for it.
Possibly.
Well, you're the Awoke man. What do you reckon went wrong for Awoke?
I started to think that it didn't have the ability that I thought it did.
Yeah.
So I'm against it.
Well, it was a really good win the other day.
Yeah, it was. Mm.
I'm tipping it to beat Queen Misty, who I think's 4-5 tomorrow, and will, I like the draw, I like the style set up, and good old Wang Wah, I don't think it's been doing too much wrong and been parading well, but it's a race you have 7 picks and miss.
Well, I just have so much love in this race. What are
you saying, Jim?
Oh, look, I'm going for 5 philosophy.
Gotcha.
I love it when, like second up, not having that tough run because you don't get the run.
That's good. Can we please get rid of Corey Brown? Is this necessary? Corey Brown and Gate 2, it's like...
It's not a great setup. He's thinking about getting home to the kids. He wants to say, Corey's a tremendous rider in the right spot, but you get that little tricky spot, he doesn't want to,
Look,
he doesn't want to clip heels and fall. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
He's at that age. You now all of a sudden got plenty of money in the bank. You've got all the kids. His kids are beautiful.
Just wants to stay alive.
Of course, stay alive. You don't even want to break your wrist. I don't
like alive. Jay Collard on Manor on Wednesday.
Jay Collard.
He's a maniac. He's a maniac.
He's single. He's in his early 20s.
Yeah.
Doesn't make
he's not really single.
Well, he's got a girlfriend, but he doesn't have responsibilities.
He's not that.
Have you met his girlfriend? She's dynamic, independent woman. Doesn't have responsibility to her. What's he do? Takes her out for dinner and does his best. But when you've got kids and the missus needs another 500 this week and the checking account, whatever people do, you've got responsibility. You've got to stay alive.
Yeah.
So on the inside, Garrett, you go, ooh. You automatically, as a person, go into reverse.
Yeah.
I used to drive 190 kilometres an hour. Now
I P Cook from Gate 1. It was just like a...
Yeah. It makes sense, though. Well, anyway, RacingRant, working on the psyche of jockeys.
Look, other than that, Gord, Philosophy's got some tremendous credentials here, and they actually both ran in the same 50 metre race by positive problems, Awoke and Philosophy. They both had the same problem in that race, which was wet track, which was 1550 around Canterbury on a fence on fire day and blah, blah, blah. So there seems to be not much between those two.
Off the trials, I thought it might be a group horse, so it's done nothing this preparation to make me change my mind yet.
Saw a group horse during the week, boys.
What do you mean? Awoke's already a group horse. It ran in those group races. Remember you were telling us?
Yeah. I can find them.
Who did you see, Glenn?
A group horse. One of Maiden somewhere. From the J. Cummings stable, it's called Beacon.
Yeah, it was a flashing light.
Yeah. Pretty good horse. Just in from the parade. Worst parade horse I've ever seen come out of Godolphin.
All right, what about the horse that just makes its own lucky? A long time ago, she got run down by a horse that had a perfect sit on her the other day, Dahul.
Yeah, it's got a chance, Mark. So I'm not super keen on the race.
And like horses like, you've mentioned Wang Wah, who's a flukish chance here because she's finally got the right config. She's been slowly run races, she's got the wrong riders. Yep. I mean, she's a marginal chance because of the way she races. And the other horse is Labdian, who never wins, but you just see gate 2 to gate 16, you go, you must like, it's like, I'm sure Invincible had a positive switch that day. It's like that racing on the inside. I know we all talk about horses that get suck runs up the inside, but I reckon it's no good racing on the inside.
I agree with that.
Reckon that you see horses get up the inside, you go, oh, that was an up the inside day. Think again. think again, because I just think it's actually harder for horses to do that.
And horses sometimes get up the inside from wide draws because they go back.
Yeah.
Cut the corner.
Yeah.
And zip through like Fleetior yesterday.
Yeah, Fleetior in the last. Yeah, she came up underneath them, well, sort of underneath them, between and then underneath. So look, you know, a beautiful full race here. Where are we going? Well, so
Insensata.
Yeah, and what are we using Insensata to play up with? You know, just to have a little bit of.
I'm Insensata, Slumber Party, and Philosophy.
Mike, just give me a piece of. Yeah, you saw what yours are, mate.
Race 1, the favourite, who will get out to more backable odds than he is at the moment.
And how do you know that? Because
because it's just poison odds at the moment.
Guys,
show me a pharmacist that's going to look at those odds and go, I'm barring up tomorrow.
I really like Insensata, and if you get my stuff tomorrow and I happen to have Quantrill in the first 2 numbers, being on it at $13.
Very good, very good. Okay, that's the
RacingRant
RHIL preview for
we'll be back Monday with the rant, talking about all things exciting.
the last day of the season, 31 July.
Yeah, 31 July. It's the last day of the season, eh? All the 2-year-olds will be 3-year-olds next week, don't forget that. And Hieronymus will be the Sydney's #1 rider next year. Watch your space.
All right, thanks guys.
See you guys.